Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. This Push Tech. Today I have a lot of devices in front of me. I have my TV, I have my site finder, I have some decoders with me, and I have low noise broadcasting frequency LNBF. So our focus is going to be on this LNBF. A lot of people have called and asked me questions that they need to display the particular decoder to one or more TVs, and they ask me how would they do it. Some even ask if a single decoder can be signal can be splitted to different televisions, and the same thing can be shown. Some they just want the same, whatever the first TV is showing, the other TV inside will be showing, while others says they want it to have different control, that they want this TV, what you are watching in this TV must not be what you be watching in the TV inside. So what you are watching here different from what you are watching in the TV inside. So that's why I came with this conception or this video, so that we'll clarify it. Now, if you look at this LNBF, this decoder, MediaStar decoder, is a free-to-air decoder. It only has LNB in. There's no LNB out, and there's no RF out. So if you want a single decoder and you want that decoder signal to be splitted to other television, getting the same view, what this decoder is viewing here is what all other decoders inside will be viewing. Then get a decoder that has RF out. This is like something big like this, a connector like this. Yeah, it will be somewhere here or somewhere here. RF out. It may not really be this kind of connection, like something like this, something like this. Yes, RF out, something like this or something like this, depending on the kind of decoder. So with something like that, now you can just get a cable and take the signal from this place and distribute it inside to multiple TV. You can introduce a booster, you can introduce an amplifier for it. Take note, you want your signal coming from this to be splitted to other TV, not decoder, TV. Look for a decoder or a receiver that has, apart from the LNB in, it has RF out, something like this. You split it to other television. So whatever this thing is displaying here, if this is what my decoder that is connected to this television is displaying, it's the same thing other TV inside will be displaying. Number one. Number two, in case your decoder doesn't have RF out like this one doesn't have RF out, you can see there's no, just only this, just only this. The other two are not here. You need what they call a modulator. You need a modulator to send the signal out to other TV. If it is multiple television you have, that's another one. Another one again, if you don't have RF out, you can use this. You can use this your HDMI. Get an HDMI box that has multiple HDMI connection, like a box like this. You connect it to the box. The box has a lot of HDMI ports. Connect them and split them to other television. Or you use this AV. There's an AV box here. Use this also to display to other television. The only thing with this is what is showing here is what we show in the other TV. That means the other television, they don't have control of what they will watch. It's only what this person here is watching that they watch there. Now, why we are introducing these ones now is when you now say, okay, I want to have my own separate control of other television. This one will be watching CNN. The other person inside said, I want to watch BBC. The other person inside said, I want to watch maybe AIT or ZNBC, and the rest of them. They want to have control of their own view. What they will need now, instead of all of them relying on only one decoder, all of them will now have their own different decoder. Each room we have its own decoder. This one, the room 1 we have its own decoder. Room 2 we have its own decoder. Room 3 we have its own decoder, and the rest of them like that. So that is only when they cannot control. So if you want each rooms to have control of the television, introduce different decoders. Decoder 1 for each room, decoder 2, decoder 3, like that. Then you now introduce this LNB, that's which I'm going to show you now. Now, if you have a single dish, you can use this. If you use this one, this LNB, there's LNB that has one port 1. There's LNB that have 2 ports. This one has 2 ports. And we put it like this. This LNB that has is 1 times 2, which is 2. 2 times 2, which is 4. This one is 4. Not standing. Okay, 4. Then 4 times 2, which is 8. This one is 8. And 8 times 2, which is 16. Maybe 16 times 2, 32. So there's one that have 1. There's one that have 2. There's one that have 2 times 2, which is 4. There's one that have 4 times 2, which is 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's one that have 8 times 2, which is 16. So what you need to do now is you can put this one on a single dish. If you have a single dish and you have like 2 decoders you want to split signal to, let them be separately controlling their view, you introduce this. Introduce 2 LNB with a 2-way LNB. If you have 4 decoders and they want the 4 decoders to all enjoy their view, you introduce 4-way LNB. If you have 8 decoder, like an hotel package, you can use 4. If you have more than 8 decoders, you introduce this. If you have 32 or 16, you introduce 16. If you have to introduce 30, that's how it goes. So with this one now, each of them can now control their separate view with their separate decoders and separate television. So that is the idea of this setup. So number 1, for a single setup, you need just a 1-way, a 1 port. For 2 decoders with separate views, you use this. For 4 decoders with separate view, you use 4. For 8 decoders for separate view, you use 8. For 16 decoder, you use 16. Now, there is another package again I want to introduce to you. This package is dual view, majorly used by pay TV, like DSTV. They have what they call a dual view. Dual view, you need a smart decoder, a smart LNB. You need a smart LNB. The smart LNB, just one decoder like this. You have the primary source and you have a secondary source. That one is also another package again, separate package, whereby you can use like an LNB, like smart LNB, extra view. Well, extra view, the primary, we have like, you will see it to be signified here that this one is what? A unique cable. Unique cable will be here, then the normal LNB will be here. I'll do that in my other lectures, but for now, let's quickly just take a summary. If you want to do multiple setup so that each decoders or each view, each room we have that separate view, you introduce more than one LNB port. That's number one. You introduce what we call modulator, or introduce a splitter whereby you just use HDMI here and split it. But the only difference is that if you use a single LNB, you cannot change what the primary LNB or the primary decoder is viewing. But if you use separate, if you use multiple dissect ports with different decoders like this, they can now control what they view separately. Now, another thing I want you to know, since we are treating on LNB, there's LNB. LNB has different broadcasting and frequencies. They have what they call 0.1, like this one now is 0.1 dB, 0.1 dB. They have what they call 0.2 dB, 0.2 dB. They have what they call 0.3 dB. Now, the lower the dB, the lower the noise that will be broadcasted. The noise for this one, which is 0.1, will be lesser than the noise of this one, 0.3 dB, and also of this 0.2 dB. So when you want to get an LNB, please quickly just look at it. I wish I have a light. Let me see how I can, like this one now. You can see, trying to see if I can get, I can't see clearly, but let's see if we can get, I'm trying to get the lights, but this one is 0.1 dB. This one is 0.1 dB. Why this one is 0.2, this one is clean up. Why this one is 0.3. Now, yesterday I did a practical of this, and I'm going to bring it out soon. What I did was I used this one to track 7E, and I got 68% quality, maximum 68% quality. And I replaced it to this, and I got 74% quality. So I have not concluded if it is because it's 0.1 dB or because this one is 0.2 dB or because this is Fuji LNB, why this one is a HD LNB. But what I just discovered that using 0.1 dB had an increased frequency and had more stability, because this one was like a bit blurry and not that stable. The 0.1, irrespective of the product, I'm not talking about, because I'm not saying because HD and this one is Fuji, irrespective of the product, 0.1 dB will give you a better viewing experience than 0.3 and 0.2. So, but if you go to the market and you don't see 0.1, don't panic, just get it, just make sure it's original and it will work for you. So that's how we conclude now. So take note of what I've gone through today. and put it in practice. Thank you and bye bye.